Hey guys, time for Weekly Tales number 2. It's been a rough week. One of my best friends from high school passed away this past Friday, so I spoke with a member of his family and I decided that this week I would dedicate both of my uploads to him. So I'll be doing a song that he used to love, singing all the time. So I'm going to do my best to tackle that one. It's really not my style or genre at all, but I'm going to give it my best. So for the tales this week, I just wanted to kind of talk about some of the memories I had with him and what an amazing person he was. The first memory that has always come to mind whenever I think of him is we were in high school still, and he just gotten a new OtterBox for his iPhone. He was super excited about it. So we were sitting on his front porch, and there was like a little brick divider in between, like the grass and the actual porch. So we were sitting there, and he was bragging about how indestructible it was. So he literally takes it and just chunks it at the little brick divider. It did crack, of course, because it was a lot of force. Most people would get mad or upset or, kind of freak out a little bit, but he just started laughing. He was almost ecstatic that it happened because of his own, he did it himself, and, he was totally okay with that. And it was just the way it was. Everything about his personality was amazing to be around. He was one of the most uplifting and encouraging people I've ever met, even if we could kind of be mean about it sometimes. We had a saying always in high school. We'd always say no feelings about everything, which really wasn't the case. We always said we loved each other, like when we were leaving or whatever. Like, it wasn't anything where we were serious, but we were always trying to push each other to move past what we felt about stuff. And I owe a huge part of who I am to him because, in high school I was really insecure. I was really worried about what people thought about me all the time. I didn't think I was good enough for anything. And as soon as I started hanging out with him more and we started to get close, he pulled me out of that shell because he kind of didn't let you be that way. He was going to include you whether you wanted to or not. And, he was going to lift you up and tell you that it didn't matter what other people think and that you can do whatever you want. And that's actually another saying we had. We always say, I do what I want about anything and everything. If someone told us not to, that's what we said. And then we would usually do what we wanted to do anyways. But 5 years ago or in high school, I wouldn't be making a video for anything. I wouldn't be posting songs on social media. I wouldn't do any of this, really. But because of how he helped influence me and build me up, it gave me the confidence to start doing what I'm doing now. And he was an incredible guy. I feel honored to have known him. I feel honored to have called him a best friend. I can remember so many nights, we would just be, well, really almost every night. We hung out pretty much every day after school. And then the year I graduated, when he got out of school, we would usually hang out too. But I just remember, we would be either at his house or mine, and it was family. It wasn't just like I felt awkward over there, he felt awkward at my house. It was actual family. I never had to worry about whether I was welcome or whether I was intruding or anything like that. I was always welcome there because he loved me, and by extension his family did. It was incredible. I'm so glad I got to be friends with him and meet his family and be close with all of them, even if we haven't talked as much lately. That's one thing me and Rippy were pretty good about over the past several years. We didn't talk every day, but every couple of months we would call each other, or we would text for like a week straight, or stuff like that. We were very close, and we tried our best to keep our friendship alive because, it really was more than friendship. I think the first month or so we made each other brothers on Facebook, and it's been that way ever since, which is arbitrary. It doesn't really matter, but that's how we really felt about each other. Whatever was happening, we had each other's back. We would be there, and we weren't going to go anywhere. It was, we were there for each other, and it's hard knowing he's not here now, but just knowing how much he's affected me and how much I'm sure he's affected everyone else's lives, it wasn't in vain. He changed a lot of people for the better. He was always inclusive. He always wanted to make sure that, people were kind of having fun and, no one really felt left out. He would be the one to go, mess with the person standing in the corner to try to get them involved. That way they weren't just standing there by themselves. He was just a great friend. I'm definitely going to miss him. I'm going to miss, we would always call each other bro, and then we would do like play on the word. So like Angelina Broly or mashed potatoes or, weird stuff like that. And that would go on for, 30 or 40 messages back and forth, just each of us coming up with another one. So, it was definitely one of my best friends I've had. And yeah, I'm going to miss you, man. So I'm going to do Long Black Train by Josh Turner. It's very much not my style. It is very much not what I'm used to playing. But, it's a song he always used to sing because he wanted to prove his voice was deeper than mine, which in all reality it probably was. And so, yeah, this is for you, man.
There's a long black train moving down the line, feeding off the souls that are lost and crying. Rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for that long black train. Look to the heavens, you can look to the sky. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There is protection and there's peace the same. Turn in your ticket for that long black train. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. There's an engineer on that long black train, making you wonder if the ride is worth your pain. He's awaiting on your heart to say, let me ride on that long black train. But there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. I can hear the whistle from a mile away. It sounds so good, but I must stay away. Trains of beauty making everybody stare, but its only destination is the middle of nowhere. But there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Watch out, brother, for that long black train.